Today we're at the Good Choice Chinese restaurant here in East Vancouver. They're well known for their delicious dim sum and tasty dishes for dinner. So let's go inside and check it out. So you can request to have the dumplings cut in half. Thank you. Thank you. So here you have the dumplings, I call football dumplings, Hum Sui Gok. So inside the dumpling, got nice savory meat. Looks like it has prawns as well, which is a bonus. Some chives, so savory flavors in the middle. So check out my recipe for Chinese football dumplings at the end of this video. Here you have the football dumplings, see a nice filling in there. So good thing about this restaurant, they serve everything nice and hot, nice and fresh. So when you order it, they cook to order usually. That's good. Got a nice spice flavor. So smaller restaurants, they usually cook more to order, and then larger restaurants, or sometimes they cook things ahead of time. So come visit one of these small restaurants, serve tasty food. My mom doesn't know how to play football, but she can certainly eat the football dumpling. Nice, hot, steaming. Lots of flavor inside the dumpling there with the prawns. They got the chives and the pork, savory sauce. Just a little bit of filling, because when you deep fry it, sometimes they burst. So you don't want to have a lot of wet filling in the middle. Just enough to give the flavor of the dumpling. So this is the pan-fried prawns and chive dumplings. So you got a thin rice wrapper. Inside you have the ingredients, which is the prawns and chives. So when you wrap it up, it's almost translucent. You get all the flavors of the prawns and chives infused inside the wrapper. So this is a nice local restaurant. It's been around for a long time. We've been back a few times lately. So we're doing the food tour on Fraser Street here. So lots of nice restaurants, lots of places to eat. So starting here at the Good Choice restaurant on Fraser Street. Look at the close-up of the prawn chive dumpling. You got some nice juicy prawns with the chives. You got a little corn in there. So they put some sauces and ingredients. So when they steam it, you get all the flavor infused into the prawns. When you grill the dumplings, it's grilled on both sides. You get even cooking, you get even flavor. This is the spare ribs with noodles hot pot. So you get the spare ribs and a nice sauce. Because this noodle is shaped like beef tendons, but it's actually a noodle. Has the same look as beef tendons. In fact, it also has the texture of tender beef tendon. Lots of flavor in the sauce. It's got some black bean sauce in there. Black beans are used for stir fry, used in hot pots, used in a lot of different dishes. So you get all the flavors of the spare ribs and the sauce infused into the noodles. I like these noodles. They're kind of more texture, more chewy than some of the other noodles. My mom had this kind of noodles. They're like village style noodles. My mom was just telling me we had these noodles in Calgary, which I forgot. So they're very substantial. They're called village style. So at the Golden Sand restaurant, just recently we had it. We had it stir fried there, but this we had it in a clay pot. Today we're in East Vancouver. We're going to start our food tour on Fraser Street. It's a lot of nice restaurants and eateries on this street. Today we have a recipe for a Chinese football dumpling. So why do they call this a Chinese football dumpling? Because the dumpling is shaped just like a football. Use a knife to take off the skin of the kohlrabi. So just slice up the kohlrabi. So chop up the kohlrabi into fairly small pieces. So preheat some oil in the pan. You got about 4 to 5 ounces of pork, ground pork. Just grill that briefly. So put about a teaspoon of salt in there. Half a teaspoon of chicken base, or if you have any kind of chicken flavor, you can put that in there. You got about a cup of kohlrabi here. Give it a quick stir fry. So just put about a quarter teaspoon of sesame oil. So just put about a tablespoon of cornstarch with about 1/3 cup of water. So you got a nice little sauce going there. Put the filling into a bowl. The filling is all done. Just let the filling cool off for a few hours. You can add some boiled peas, or just thaw the peas out. Put some peas into the filling. So this will give it a little nice color and flavor. Now it's time to make the dough. Here we have 2 cups of glutinous rice flour. We're going to add 3 tablespoons of sugar. So just a regular white sugar. So just mix that up. And then we're going to add 2/3 cup of cold water. Next we're going to add 4 tablespoons of lard. So it's roughly 4 of these little pats of lard. Or 4 tablespoons would be about the same thing. So this is a good blend. So you can also use corn oil. And we're going to knead it for a few minutes. So here we have 1 cup of wheat starch, and we're going to add 1/2 cup of boiling water to the wheat starch and just mix it up. So next we're going to add the wheat starch to the batter. And continue to knead the mixture for another few minutes. So just put the dough back in the bowl. You got the dough in a ball here. Cover the bowl with a cellophane. So put the dough in the fridge for 1 to 3 hours. So this helps the dough relax. Also makes the moisture more even. It's been about an hour and a half, so we're just going to take off the cellophane. So as you can see, the dough is nice and firm. Just going to give it a knead here. So just press the dough into a ball, then flatten it. So you need at least a 1/4 inch thickness on this dumpling. Don't make it too thin, because it could burst and leak. So next you're just going to put some of this ingredient in there. So you need about a tablespoon. And then you just fold the dumpling together, so bring the edges together. Pinch it so it doesn't leak. And then we're just going to compact it just slightly. We want to compact, and then you just rub the dumpling between your hands. This way you get the smooth edges. So it'll slightly point it like a football. So there you have it, ready for the next step. We made a run of 16 for this recipe. So I'm using peanut oil here. So I'm just going to put a little piece of dough in there just to see if it's hot enough. So it should have bubbles around it. So it's looking pretty good. So just hold the dumpling so it starts cooking. If you just throw it in, it'll start sticking to the bottom. So this way it gets a good start. Just be sure you don't burn yourself. And there you go. So it's good to put a splatter net around it because they do pop sometimes. Because of the lard on the surface, sometimes they pop, sometimes they split. So you have to stand back, be very careful. So this is a dumpling, you have to be very careful when you make it. Make sure all the... Wow! Hi, so there you have it, my version of Chinese football dumplings. Enjoy. It's ever crispy. The inside is really chewy, a nice savory filling. Gotta try this. So these ones have been cooked a little bit less, so they will be a little bit less crispy on the outside, a little more chewy on the inside, and then you also get the nice savory filling. These ones are a little bit less crispy on the outside. They're really chewy, more chewy on the inside. That's pretty good. So try different cooking times. See which way you like best. Now you can order the products and ingredients that I use in my cooking videos. Just click the link below in the description for the Chinese cooking accessory guide. You can order everything online, including the wok that I use and some of the equipment that I use. Thanks for checking out my video, and please give me a thumbs up, and be sure to check out some of my other videos on this channel, and please subscribe. If you get a chance, check out my other channel, the award-winning Chinese cooking channel.